And by doing this alone, you'll probably shave off quite a bit of time on how long it takes for your computer to start up. So moving on to tweak now. 2. Uninstall any bloatware that came pre-installed on your computer. Now if you bought a brand new computer from like Best Buy or Walmart or wherever, then odds are that it probably came with some bloatware already installed. And essentially bloatware is just any program that you didn't install yourself and you didn't ask for. But then what ends up happening is all these background apps are running and eating up your resources and slowing down your computer. So all you have to do is head to settings and then go to apps and then installed apps and then scroll down and find that section that says background app permissions and then click on it. And then basically all you have to do is just make sure everything is toggled off, and that should help out a lot. Alright, so moving on to tweak number 5. Adjust your visual effects. Now by default, Windows is usually set to a power saving plan, which obviously is going to put more emphasis on saving energy and less emphasis on speed and performance. So all you have to do is type in power and then click on power and sleep settings, and then you should see an option that says power mode, and make sure it is set to high performance. Or if you see something that says ultimate performance, go ahead and choose that instead. Alright, so moving on to tweak no. 8. You're gonna want to defragment or optimize your drives. Now if you have an old computer that has a traditional hard drive, then you're going to want to defragment that drive. However, if you have a newer computer and you have an SSD, then you don't want to defragment that drive. Instead, you want to run the optimize tool on it. So all you have to do is search for the term defragment and then click on defragment and optimize drives, and then just go through this list here and click optimize on all of them. Alright, so moving on to tweak now. 9. You're going to want to manage your browser extensions. Now oftentimes you'll add an extension or a plugin or a toolbar to your web browser and then you forget about it, and it just keeps running in the background and eating up your resources and memory. So all you have to do is just head to your browser and then click on the hamburger menu and then click on more tools and then extensions, and then just go through this list here and disable or remove any extensions that you don't need. Okay, so moving on to tweak number 10, this one is completely optional. You're gonna want to disable search indexing. Now this is something that I like to do on lower end computers because it just chews up a lot of resources. Basically, it's the service that allows you to search inside of your computer. So all you have to do is type in services, Messi, and then hit enter, and then find the service that says Windows Search and then double click on it and then make sure that it is set to manual. Now this could potentially slow down your search results slightly, but it should free up quite a bit of resources. Alright, so moving on to tweak number 11, limit your background services. Now in addition to disabling startup apps, you also want to go through your background services and make sure that there is nothing in there that you don't need running. So all you have to do is open up your task manager and then go to the processes tab and then sort by memory, and then just go through here and make sure that anything that you don't recognize or you don't need running, go ahead and end task. However, make sure you don't end any system processes. Alright, so moving on to tweak number 12, this is by far the biggest one.